What on guys, Commander, and welcome to a new video on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and today we're going to go through a new mod review. Now, I've got 3 mods that I want to showcase to you, but one we're going to do today, and the other 2 we're going to do next episode, because this mod is like a conversion mod to actually like change something over instead of just like an appearance change. So the next 2 I'll go over next episode, which are 2 just appearance changes. But what this episode we're going to be focused on is a mod that I found. Literally, I was just browsing through the Nexus mods website, because I just go on there just to search different mods and see what I can find. And I've came across this. Now this is a Commander Fox mod, and just generally just looking at it, it looks really good. But it's a mod that replaces Finn again, because if you want a hero, there's sort of no other better one to replace than Finn, because he is basically like a stormtrooper. Which is kind of ironic anyway, in of itself anyway. But another mod that replaces Finn, but it actually includes Commander Fox. Now I looked at this originally and I thought, well, that looks like they've just copied and pasted the heavy shock trooper onto Finn's uniform, onto Finn's body, and basically just added a few little tweaks. In the grand scheme of things, if I just show you, oh, I've got it up here anyway. In the grand scheme of things, they sort of have. I think what they've done is they've basically just taken the heavy. What it looks like they've done is they've taken the heavy and like inverted the colors. So if you look, I mean, some of it's not quite inverted, but the mouthpiece, especially this bit over here, if you can see my mouse, I'm not sure if you can, but the bottom of the air vents, it's sort of like inverted colors. The chest pieces and the shoulder pads have been inverted as well. The arm plates are not too bad, but if we go into these bits haven't been changed so much. Have we got custom star cards? I don't know, because I haven't got any star cards for Finn, which is slightly annoying. So yeah, so just generally speaking, if we go into inspect, it does look pretty good. We'll go into gameplay and have a we'll go into NVIDIA Ansel and have a look at the modeling gameplay as well. But just, it looks really quite good. It looks very accurate. Now, I'm not a massive fan of Commander Wolf just as far as Clone Wars is concerned, but he does have really, really good armor. The Shock Trooper, now I've got two favorite Clone Trooper armor types. 501st, which is my second, just because like most people like 501st because it's Anakin's platoon, but they do look generally quite nice. But also my first favorite is the Shock Trooper. Now, not necessarily just Commander Fox, but the Shock Trooper, if we go into the assault class, this would come in at a close third actually. Because this armor is actually pretty cool, the ARF Trooper. Not necessarily the 212th ARF Trooper, but the ARF Trooper armor in itself. But if we go into the Republic and go to, let's do Phase 2, Coruscant Guard. Just the Shock Trooper, I really like the look of the Shock Trooper. I don't know why. We'll just use that as my base at the moment. We may as well just go, I'll just go into gameplay and have faff with that later. But, it just looks, it's very basic, but I really like the look of Shock Troopers. I don't know why, it's just really weird, it's really weird, but anyway. Let's have a look to see what's been changed. So, obvious changes, as you can see, weapon. Now, I'm using the arcade-only version. There's 2 versions this one comes. Well, there's 2 mod files that this comes with, the Phase 1 and the Phase 2. The Phase 1 I'll put on screen now. It's not too different. It's very much like the Phase 1 Shock Trooper. So it's not too different. It's maybe a couple of the markings are a little bit different, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. But in with each file, there's 2 different mod types. There's the arcade only, and then there's the multiplayer compatible one. The only real thing it changes is that the weapon is the arcade only is the DC-15, and the multiplayer compatible one just basically gives Fox Finn's default weapon, because you can't change the weapon in for multiplayer, because that would be cheating in a sense. So let's have a look at the emotes. The emote's the same. I don't know because I can't hear it. Will that be useful? Because I can't hear the voice lines, which is slightly irritating. Don't want to change that. It's the wrong thing. Is my audio up? Right, I can hear I can hear the music. I know, man. I know, man. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, considering I don't know what the voice lines are because I can't hear it, but generally it just looks cool. Like, so I would have guessed that if I could take a guess, if I could hazard a guess, I'd say that they're not the same. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go into gameplay. We'll go into a match on Camino of Arcade, and I'll switch on NVIDIA Ansel, and we shall see how it looks in gameplay. Alright guys, so we're in the we're in gameplay now. Now, as the thing is with Finn mods is that it's got a zoom the stupid zoom thing. Now, if I turn off the HUD, I can sort of get rid of it. If I turn the heads-up display off, it sort of gets rid of it, but it's still too zoomed in. Now, that's just a problem I have with Finn just in general, because it's stupid. I don't like it. That's the reason why I don't really use Finn. If the zoom wasn't so much, I probably would use Finn a bit more, but because I'll probably use Finn a bit more, but that zoom, it's the same with Captain Phasma. The zoom is just way too much, and I don't like it. Oh, I think they updated the AI, because that's a... Where's that coming from? Oh, it's up there. I think I've updated the AI as well. I don't know. I haven't played Arcade in so bloody long. But yes, it's good. It looks good. So what I'm going to do now is if I'll pop up into NVIDIA Ansel, assuming Ansel will load. Yes, thank you very much. There we go. Yeah, you going to work? You going to work for me here? Taking a while to load up. You working? Come on, Ansel. Okay, that's fine. Anyways. Alright, guys. So we're in NVIDIA Ansel now. Now, just to give it a bit of a heads up, I do apologize if it's stuttering a little bit. For some reason, Ansel's been a bit of a pain. It's not liking... Battlefront 2 is not liking Ansel for some weird reasons. It's just stuttering a little bit. The last time the cut before this, the cuts, you saw me inside. I'm now outside because I tried Ansel inside and it was just lagging. So, I moved outside and it seems to be alright for the time being. But anyway, so looking just out, see that, like that, it's just gone flying. So anyway, just looking at it, it looks really nice in gameplay. You've got the bit lighting. Now the lighting's not entirely like really very good, but it still shows the weathered effect really rather well. I mean, it's basically just porting one skin over to another. You know, like Clone Trooper armor, it's already what it is in game. It's just porting it. But the model things that really impressed me are some of the mods that we're going to see. I'm going to show you in the next video. But I'm not going to spoil what that is now. I'll have you wait and see. But those mods are actually just completely like either slightly edited and modified, or completely recreated. And there's nothing, and all it takes, and it doesn't just take a simple like reskin and a slightly retexture to build it, where like this one is, but it takes more of like actual in-depth creation to do it. Like a lot of this, like the markings, a lot of it is already in game. So, and the inverting of like the armor, you can pretty much do that in Photoshop or something like that. So, you know, it's not that I'm not impressed by it. And Ansel just crashed again. But it's not that I'm not like pleased by it and impressed by it, but there are more impressive things out there. This is the reason why I don't focus too much on these types of mods like Clone Trooper mods. I only looked at this because it looks really rather cool and I like shock troopers. But these sort of things don't tend to interest me very much because they're all the same. I mean, you know, and in all fairness, like these things you can sort of only use online. You know, we've seen the Commander Cody mod, the Captain Rex mod, and the Commander Fox mod. The Commander Cody and Commander Fox one, they're basically exactly the same. They've just been reskinned. You know, again, it's not that I don't think it's impressive, because I think it really is quite impressive, but there's not a lot to it. You know, if there was brand new abilities or you know, the weapon, instead of it being a DC-15, was a DC-17 or something like that, or a rocket launcher or something, where they've actually made assets to work with the character, you know, or added pistol pockets, or added like a, you know, instead of like where Commander Fox can change from a DC-15 to pistols. That would blow me away and impress me more, because it's using more than what the game has to offer. Now, however, if that's possible or not, I don't know. But that's the sort of thing that I'm looking for with mods. I'm not saying that it's not impressive, but I'm looking at a lot of the more like the basic same stuff. You know, that's the way I'm struggling to find mods at the moment. You know, I've seen a Padme Amidala mod on Nexus mods, which I probably will do a review on at some point, but that's the sort of mod that I'm looking for. Something that's just completely just redone everything about Princess Leia, which is the base model, and just redone it, swap the clothes around, taken assets from different things, but made it new. You know, changed the textures a little bit, made it proper and fresh. So it actually seems like we've got a new character in it, rather than just like a reskinned existing character. So, but, you know, it does look really cool. I do really like it. Again, I like Commander Fox anyway. I think he's a really cool, character. Just generally, you know, Clone Wars Season 6 is where people turn around and say they don't like him, but, you know, I don't like Clone Wars Season 6 anyway, so I'm not even going to batter him too much on that, but I'm going to die. Actually, well, I shouldn't die, because I've got like 1,000 odd health, but, I don't know how these, like, you know, the noise damage, and as you can see, if you use the abilities, it goes back to the default Finn's guns, so I don't know. But anyway, so that's what we have time for in this mod review video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know it's been slightly short, but I sort of only wanted to focus on this one just for today. Next episode, we do have 2 other mods which are slightly more better. One I think I've done before, but I can't exactly remember. But this one is, if I have done this one before, I'll do it again, because it actually still looks really rather cool, and I want to sort of include it anyway. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I shall see you all later. Bye.